When I took it out the bag, I did feel crazy. Like, I felt crazy because I'm like, oh my God, okay, how do I put this on? I put it on him. And then when I went to snap the thing in the back, I just felt like, oh my God, I'm putting my baby on a leash. It did feel weird. I'm not gonna lie. That first time was hard for me because I just felt. And this portion of the video is sponsored by Golly Nutrition. Okay, so y'all know I love my apple cider vinegar gummies. I have talked about these before, and I showed you guys some of these products. If you are new to the channel, you might not know, but I love me some. And now I have finally partnered with them, and I love it, okay? So the apple cider vinegar formula is actually made with vitamin B9 and B12, which helps support cellular energy function, a healthy immune function, as well as heart health, and so much more. It also doesn't help that they are vegan and very tasty, okay? They are very good. So make sure you go copy some Gollies and let them know that She Have It All sent you. Make sure you use my code Have It All to get 10% off, and you will not regret it, guys. I want to again thank Golly for sponsoring a portion of this video. What's up, my Have It Alls? It's your girl, Jazz Marie, aka She Have It All. And we are back with another video today, guys. So I am excited for this video because I was just really thinking of all the things that I have purchased for Amayas. Any of you who are new to my channel and you're just watching this video, my son, I have a 4-year-old son, and he is diagnosed, he is ASD, so he is on the spectrum, which is that autism spectrum disorder. He is nonverbal, and I do have some videos that I put out on explaining what led us to his autism diagnosis. I will link that in the description below if you want to check that video out. So in this journey to figuring out what my son actually likes, what he uses, what he needs, I have been spending so much money. Now, it's okay. It's totally fine, because the goal is to find what he likes and what he doesn't like, and what he needs, what he doesn't need, and what we can use. So I just had this idea, like, it may be, mothers, fathers out there who are actually going through the same thing I'm going through. So I felt if I could help somebody, then I will. So I wanted to go over the pass and fails of the things that I purchased for Amayas. I purchased mostly all these things from Amazon, stemming from 2022 of last year back into this. Now, of course we purchased more things earlier on, but he was younger. So now that he's older, he's more active. He's actually, he's in like his program. He go to his therapies and stuff, and he's just getting so much older, y'all. He's doing so many great things now that, I just know he's going to be awesome. But anyway, before I even start talking about that, because, I can go on about Amayas for hours. But I just wanted to share with you guys the pass and fails of the things that I bought from Amazon, the sensory things that I was trying out for Amayas to see what he likes and what he do not like. So I am going to start with what I did for Amayas's little man cave, actually. So let's start there. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about all the details of what I bought for his room specifically. I just want to focus on what he did not like about it or what he did like about it. And so I will also, like I said, I will have the link to the video where I actually did his whole little man cave, link below if you want to go check that out. Super cute. Okay, so let's start with the room. So the thing that Amayas did like is I bought this, which I can't find it on here, and I don't know why, but it's like a 5-pillow lounge bed. I'll drop a picture here so you guys can see. So it's basically like a long, well, you see the picture of it. So you put I had to buy five pillows individually to put it in the sleeves of this, but he actually loves it. He still uses it to this day. I use it. I get down there on the floor with him as well, and we we do his activities or whatever the situation may be, but he loves it. Okay, so I have it here. I had to look for it for a second, but it is the Butterfly Craze Floor Pillow Bed Lounger Cover Cozy and Stylish Seating Solution for Kids and Adults. recliner floor cushion for ultimate comfort, toddler nap mat, cover only, galaxy, and it's a queen size. Love it, y'all. Love, love, love it. So you have, like I said, you have to buy the sleeves separately, and then you have to buy the pillows to go into it. But as you can see here on the picture, it is very much comfortable. He actually loves it. It was $36.99 at Amazon, but he loves it. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that he was jumping on, bouncing on, and like I said, we still use it to this day. So that was a pass. Okay, that item was most certainly a pass for his room area. He actually really enjoys it. Yeah, so let's move on to the next item that he enjoyed about the room. So already I'm thinking of the rug. Okay, so I got him an alphabet rug. I thought it would be really cute to bring out some color and contrast in the floor. So I got the Rug Shop Kids Educational Learning Alphabet non-skid, non-slip area rug. I'll drop the picture here, of course. Anything I say, I'm just gonna drop the picture here. I just want to read to y'all what it, you know, what it say here. So this is a really cute rug. I wanted to have something with the alphabet on it, something with colors on it. He is super funny, y'all, because he was acting like this carpet was hot lava. He did not want to walk on it. He didn't want to walk on it. He didn't want to put his feet on it. Now today, he's used to it now. He's used to it now. I bought this back in September of 2022. So he's used to it now. We actually, you know, I takes it up and stuff sometimes as well too, because he likes to move it out the way. He now knows how to lift it up. So he'll lift it out the way and sit underneath it. He still does that sometimes, but he will act like he don't necessarily always want to step on it. And I think it's not necessarily, he likes to step on it with his like if he have his socks on or his slippers, he will walk across it. But when it's like his bare feet, he's like, oh, he's like, no, I don't want to walk across it. So I think that's like, he'd be really cute when he do that, but he doesn't actually. I might be ruining his nap right now. But yeah, he was acting like that was hot lava. But I will still say that was a pass. That was still a pass. We still utilize it. We found ways to work around that whole he don't want us to put on a thing. So the rug, pass. Okay, so another big thing that I want to talk about with the room setup that I did for Maya is I bought wall art. It was a 3 sheets animal alphabet and number tree wall stickers. Welcome back to school. It has birds, numbers, and ABC letters. And then it has like a tree. Enter. Of course, picture up top. So I bought this to go along with the room scheme, and honestly, y'all, he did not want to step foot in that area, and for a while I could not figure out why. Like, he just didn't like it, and he used to play over there all the time before I did the whole little man cave thing, but it just was something about it. And I noticed that he kept looking at the wall, like he kept looking, because it's like animals, as y'all can see, animals with the numbers, and then it's the tree with the birds. I'm like, what? He likes this. So it took me a little bit to find out, but it was the tree, guys. Something about the tree he didn't like. I don't know if it was the owls in the tree, but he wasn't having it. He was actually scared more so, because if I was like trying to pick him up and take him over to show him it was nothing to be afraid of, he was like freaking out, like no. And he would like back away. And then and then I said, okay, I left it there for a while because I said maybe he just needs time to get used to it. But no, he just totally avoided that area. So, I mean, that was a fail for us. I don't know, you know, every child is different. So your child might like it. So I'm looking into something a little bit more different. I know he likes fish tanks and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out if we could do something else, or if we should just put like a wall stick up and change it to just like a color. He loves color and it'll brighten up the space anyway. But yes, y'all, he was not feeling that tree. We took the tree down. And I noticed the tree because I took the tree away first. I took away what I thought he was looking at, which I feel like it was those owls. So I took the owls out, took the trees out, and then he was a little less, you know, intimidated by going over there in that area. So that was a fail for us, and I basically you know, still have it that way. I still have to get the wall art, but that was a fail for us. Okay, so my number one favorite thing that I bought for Miles that really helped me out with him, and because, you know, he likes to put things in his mouth and chew on things, so sometimes, you know, you would need to get them like the chewies, chewables, they call it like different things. So what was a constant purchase for me, like I bought a couple of times, multiple times for sure, and highly recommend, is the textured stretchy strings fidget toy. Bumpy fidget toys for kids and adults. So it's like as you can see in the picture, it's different strings, and it has the different textures on each strings, and they like stretch and pull. He loved those. Love those. He loved them so much that they will get lost, of course, or they will get dirty or things like that. So that's why it was always multiple purchases. I would never take them all out the box at once either. I mean, I recommend giving them like 2, letting him have that for a while. Then something might happen with those 2, and then you bring out the next 2, because it comes like like 8 in a box or something like that. He loved those strings, y'all. And honestly, as long as his area was clean and stuff like that, he did put it in his mouth sometimes, but most of the time he liked to like stretch it and play with it, ball it up, roll it. He loved those textured stretchy strings. So that's like a high recommendation. I think that your child might really enjoy those. Now, I don't buy them as much anymore because he got a little bit older, so he is kind of getting into other things. So I feel like he kind of shied away. Even though I'm about to make another purchase, because he found one from somewhere and it was like filthy, and I took it away, and then he was kind of like falling out. So I said, okay, we'll get another box then. We'll get another box. I thought you was done with that. I thought you was done with that. But that's highly recommended. I love those and bought them, like I said, multiple times. So that was a definite pass. Okay, next we have the sensory ring and fidget toy. It was a 3-pack. Picture up there, of course, it was the hedgehog rings with like, had like different spikes. I was trying to go for like different textures, but he was not feeling that. I don't even know where those are. Like, he had them for like a minute, and then I think he was trying to like bite the spikes off. So that was a fail for us. That was a fail. Hedgehog rings was a fail. So that's all we can say about that. Okay, another great thing that had worked out for us was the Autism and Prosperity Kids Calming Ocean Wave Projector for autistic children. This was great. It's for bedtime and sleep. I definitely used it for his nap time. It's visual, auditory. It says sensory toy, stimulated LED light. Like, damn, I'm on my laptop, y'all. I'm reading straight from my order list. So this is legit. You know what I mean? I always talk like that when I get crazy. Silly, excuse me. But anywho, okay, so yes, the bedtime and sleep ocean wave projector, it was amazing. He loved it. We used it for nap time, and then we also used it for bedtime. It was just amazing. He loved the ocean sounds. It had like a couple different settings. One of them was like birds or something. He wasn't really feeling that, but he was feeling the ocean sounds and the waves up on the ceiling. It always gave him a calming sleep. So that was a definite pass, and I would definitely recommend that. If your child is into like lights and water and things like that, they might actually really love that item. So I would definitely recommend that for you guys as well. Okay, another big one that I feel, oh my goodness, me and Amaya struggled a lot with the bath time sometimes. When it comes to like washing his hair, he's really timid with things. Like, if you try to lean him back, he like tighten up. He has to get to know you or get to know what's going on for him to trust it, of course. So washing his hair was always really hard for me because he wouldn't want to like tilt his hair back or anything like that. So I could kind of wash the soap out. And then, you know, one instance we had like got a little soap in the eye. He's freaking out, and I'm trying to like rinse his eyes out. We're fighting. Anyway, long story short, get you a toddler shower cap, right? It's an adjustable shower cap for kids. It's a safety visor cap for toddler children, waterproof and elastic ring hat yellow. Picture up here. Okay, saves lives. Now he was a little younger when I got it, so at first he couldn't fit it, but now he fits it perfectly, and we put it right on. It's like a crown. It's like a crown you put right on his head. You see the picture, and the water just it keeps the water out his face. It's the elastic part is up here, and literally the water just runs back here. So it's going to be like a little crown. You snap it, and it works wonders. So what I do is I'll wash his hair and stuff first. I will snap that on. And he likes to kind of stand in the shower. I still can't really tilt him back, but he stands in the shower and it works wonders. So I would highly suggest that one, or they have other styles too. This one is like, you know, a crown for a king, because he is. So that's definitely a pass. At first it was a fail because his head was small, but now he fits it perfectly. So that is a pass. We discussed the rug. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Now, our epic fail, guess it was epic fail. Now, no, it wasn't. Well, it was epic. First of all, I need to let me tell you what it is first of all. It's a pull and stretch and squeeze stress balls by Yo-Yo Toys. It's a 3-pack, elastic construction sensory balls, ideas for stress, anxiety relief, special needs, autism disorders, and more. I should do an ad for Amazon. Call me. Anyway, so they are stress balls essentially, blue, green, and red, and they like squishy. He loved them. He loved them. He loved them a lot, y'all. So if you do have one that doesn't, you know, put in his mouth or something like that, that'll be good. But let me tell you, let me just put this video right here real quick. Okay, video should be over. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but video should be over. That's what happened here. So he literally just had those balls like that day. I took him out the pack that day, and Amias is really strong. You know, a lot of kids with autism have like that good strength. So I don't know if it was a pop or a pull. I just noticed that it was white stuff all over him, all over the floor. I'm like, what is that? What is it? So yeah, somehow he popped the stress ball, y'all, and all the stuff that was inside of it came out and was all over him. They say it wasn't hazardous or harmful if it did pop, so we didn't have to do that. We just had to put him in the bath and clean everything up. But it was a fail. It popped like, you know, almost instantly. So yeah, I mean, and I was really sad about it because he really, really liked them. You know, he really did enjoy them, but they were easy to pop, which was, of course, the problem. So I'm going to have to say that was a fail. Epic fail. An epic fail, like I said, because they popped in seconds, y'all, and it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. So that's a fail. So if you have a real strong child, or if they like to like biting things and things like that, we don't want the stress balls. Not the ones with the, you know, that something could actually pop out on them. So we don't want that. Not again. Not again. Okay, so next we have the 12-piece push pop fidget toy fidget ball, multicolor stress relief finger press ball for kids and adults. So okay, so it's a pack of balls where it had like it's kind of like the poppets. So it's the poppet balls. And yeah, he still have those. He still have like a few. You might see a few around, you know, in his toy chest, because he still have his toy chest as well. I would say it's a pass, because he sometimes play with, he sometimes don't. What I will say though is I wish they had just a little bit more air in them. I don't know if they need less air for the whole poppet feature of the ball, as y'all can see. But I just wish it had more air. I feel like because it wasn't as firm, he wasn't really into it. Like, it was like not giving what he wanted it to give. So he's every now and again with that. Sometimes he pick it up, throw it around, play around. Other times he's just ignoring it. That's why they still around, because he's mostly just ignoring it. I'm just going to say that that's a fine line. So I can't say it's a pass or a fail. They still around, and sometimes I might see him run around with one. But it's not his favorite toy. So that's like a, depending on what your child is into, I would say you could try those as well. Yeah. All right, so this next one, y'all, I am cracking up. I had bought a Sanho Dynamic Movement Sensory Body Sock. So I bought Amaya's a body sock, and they, you know, from the reviews, because I read the reviews first, they said their child, you know, loves it. A lot of kids with the special needs or whatever love it. So I said I wanted to try it. So I put it on. So it's like a huge, as you can see in the picture, I put it on a couple times. I feel like when I first bought it, like, he was smaller, so I keep saying that. So it was easy for him. Like, he found a way out of it. But he did like it. He liked that he could still move his fingers, stretch his arms and his legs, and roll all around and stuff like that. But then he was like, okay, get me out. And see, he noticed that he could just get out of it. First, he tried to get out of it like he would do his shirt, but then he noticed that the head hole was big enough for him to just stick his arms through. So he just takes it off. So he hasn't put it back on since. I think I tried it one other time to actually put it on him again. And he just like, he gets real funny. Like, he starts smiling and playing around and everything like that. But then he'll turn a corner and come back with it off. So we're still working on that. I'm going to say that's a pass. I'm going to say it's a pass. It's only a fail because he knows how to get out of it. But he still actually likes it when he puts it on. So don't think of it like it's restricting him too much, because I was worried. It's so much material that, like I said, he can still grip and grab things. He can still hold his cup. He can still stretch and move. He can still roll around. And I think he really kind of liked the texture of it and all too. So I would definitely recommend that too. We're still we're still playing around with it. We're still trying to catch a feel, trying to see how we feel about it, you know. But I would say it's a pass because he be getting silly, you know what I mean? It's a pass for me. Okay, guys, so I just have a few more that I want to tell you, show you for future references. But I did try the Mind Wave sensory mats. Is there's like 3 textured mats that come in. I felt maybe like putting them on a table while he's eating, or, you know, he likes to stand a lot too, so he can move it around. It's literally just a mat with textures on there. I would say that was like, that's so-so. That's so-so because I feel like they're small, like they're like circles. So something that, like, you know, he could just rub his hands on while he's sitting there eating. It's sensible. Like if you have to take it out to a restaurant and he needs to like feel on something, you take it out of the book bag, you just sit it right there on a table, and he can, like, you know, rub his fingers on it or whatever. So I definitely feel like it's a pass because it definitely can come in handy. I just find that at home is not his favorite thing to use. He'll throw them around more than anything, like frisbees, before he's actually using them as texturizers. Now, when I first got them, I just laid them all 3 out on like the windowsill because he loves to be over there in the window. So I laid all 3 out there to see which texture he would gravitate to more. And he would just rub his hands on all of them, sometimes throw the other one to the side and just keep one. So yeah, well, let's say that's a pass then. Let's say that's a pass. It's just not his favorite thing. Once again, it's not his favorite thing, but he can come back to it. My thing is, I like to carry it around for moments where we're somewhere that he's not getting that texture, and I could pull it out his book bag and we can get him some texture, some sensory going on so he can feel relaxed and calm. And speaking of pulling out his book bag, that's the next thing I want to tell you guys about. I just got what is it? A bag Surrey lightweight, durable, water resistant kindergarten backpack. I'll just put the picture up here. What I like about this, it is just a backpack, but I like the fact that it snaps in the front. So you put it on the back and it snaps around the front, so then he can't like take it off. The good thing about this is that, you know, the children who have sensory needs, sometimes the weight assist them, like when you massage them or when you put the pressure on them, it actually calms them a lot. So what I like about the book bag is he actually enjoys carrying it. And sometimes when we go to his therapy, he's a little uncertain and he's a little rambunctious because, you know, sometimes he don't really like to sit down and have to focus on learning something unless it's like gym time. So I have, like, you know, his little stuff in there, his cup in there, and that weight, I'll put it on his back and snap it on him, and instantly he'll be like chill because the weight that he's carrying from the book bag helps, and then he can't get it off with the snap. So I actually love that book bag. Okay, that book bag works wonders. Okay, so we're going to finish this off with my most recent purchases for Amaya's that I actually just got. So let's talk about that. Okay, so these I actually purchased before. I actually had purchased these before. So the noise canceling headphones, I think that they're worth getting for, you know, your child if they have like the sensitive to like loud noises and things like that, and sometimes just wanting to tune it out. Like my family can be super loud sometimes when we having like together functions and stuff like that, and Amaya's will stay upstairs or he will go off to the side where he don't really want to hear that, like y'all too loud. So having the soundproof earphones is really good for him. I did have to these are new because he had some before he grew out of them. And recently we was going to go see The Little Mermaid. And I wanted to take Amaya to the movies, and this is the first time I took him to the movies in a while. So I wanted to make sure the movie theater wasn't too loud for him. So I would definitely recommend the noise canceling headphones. These are also adjustable, so they can be used for adults as well. But I would highly recommend them. They're cute. They're very snug, and I did put them on myself, and they do cancel out the noise. So Amaya's did put them on a couple times. He'd be smiling. He'd be happy. He knows what they're for. So we're still working on them because, like I said, it's been a while since we've been to the movies, and we only use them like at huge family functions or something like that. So, but I would say that's a pass. So a pass for the noise canceling headphones for sure. Okay, and so last but not least, y'all, okay, I want to discuss my most recent purchase with Amaya's and what led me to making this purchase, okay? So I did go ahead and buy Amaya's a child safety leash, okay? And then it also came with an anti-loss wrist link, okay? Mickey picture up here. Really cute. Okay, honestly, okay, I never thought I would be one of those people who would put my child on a leash, you know. I never judged it though, because you never know what a child is going through or why somebody would feel the need to do it. So I never judged them for it. And so here I find myself needing to do it. So recently I took Amaya to a carnival and he was super excited. He was so excited, y'all. And I was happy to see that he was excited and not more so like scared and reserved. So he was jumping for joy. He was yelling. He was screaming. And he really was trying to get away from me. Like, not like trying to like run from me, but trying to like, oh, he didn't want me to hold his hands, you know. And I had his wagon, but he was trying to jump out the wagon. And, you know, now I'm running all around behind him in the carnival. Because I don't want to hold his wrist like he, you know, a prisoner. Because he really like, he really wanted to be free, but he just was jumping up and down. He was just really excited, you know, but sometimes getting knocked over by the other kids. But he just was so happy. And I'm like, wait a minute, my hands is hurting trying to follow this boy. It was a mess. Anyway, long story short, well, that was the story. That's why I said, okay, well now, man, I need to get me a child a safety leash, because I don't want him to feel restricted, and I don't want to, you know, restrict him. I want him to have some sort of freedom when we're out, but I do worry about how far he's going to go, and he does run and all those things. So I did get the safety leash, and so at home I tried out the anti-loss cuff. Now I'm cracking up because immediately I'm like, first of all, we're jailed. Okay, this is a prison sentence. We're locked in, son. We locked in. So that's funny. You will feel weird about it. I felt, well, let me not say you will. I did. I felt funny at first because I'm like, oh my gosh, should I be doing this? I mean, but I need to do this, right? Because this makes sense. So in the house, I put the cuff on me. I put the cuff on him. He thought it was hilarious. He actually loved playing with the wire, as you can see. He loved playing with the wire and everything in it, and he was having fun. I only used that one at home. So when we went to go see the Little Mermaid, I actually used the little vest piece that you see. Actually put it over his shoulder. Now, when I took it out the bag, I did feel crazy. Like, I felt crazy because I'm like, oh my God, okay, how do I put this on? I put it on him, and then when I went to snap the thing in the back, I just felt like, oh my God, I'm putting my baby on a leash. It did feel weird. I'm not gonna lie. That first time was hard for me because I just felt, I don't know, I just felt heavy. I had to let go of what people may think, but it wasn't even about what people was thinking. It was about how I was feeling just as a mother. Like, oh my God, I just don't want to restrict my son like this. I wish he could just run free and be happy, but you know, because of his needs, he needs it. And honestly, guys, I kind of loved it on the low. As much as I was a little bit afraid and intimidated from using it, when it can't, and I was still holding his hand. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't just like walking him like a dog, you know. I was still holding his hand and stuff like that. It was just at times where he wanted to kind of be free and he wanted to be happy. I had that range now to let his hand go, and he was able to, you know, be playing around and not too far from me. I was able to wrap it around my wrist, and he was able to, like, when I'm digging in my purse, he was just there. And guys, he actually was being so good. Like, he was being so good at times where he was just standing there looking around and all that. And I love that. And most times I wouldn't let go of his hand because I don't know how he's going to respond. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's going to take off or not. So actually it's a pass for me. The only thing that was a fail was me getting my emotions together. Like, girl, but I enjoyed using it. It was a little weird, and that was our first time, but we're going to continue to work on it. But it was definitely a pass, and I will recommend anybody who's having that fear of using one, if your child is very much excited and things like that and can get loose, I would say definitely just try it out. It helped me a lot. I was able to be a little bit more freehand with him. So yeah, like I said, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress to take it out the bag, to strap it on him and not feel like you're walking him like a dog. You got to take out that mind frame. I think the only reason why I'm thinking that way is because I only know animals to be on leashes. You know what I mean? But it's not even like that. It's really needed. And like I said, it's safety reasons as well. And it helped me. So I don't have no regrets. I would say pass. I would say take that leap. I would say let go of that fear. I would say let go of that thought of people judging you and do what you need to do, sis. Do what you need to do. Keep them close where you can see them. And that's why they give you two options. If you don't want to use the leash, you can always use the safety cup. So next time I'm gonna try to use the safety cuff and see how that goes in public, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But I actually really did need that. So it was a pass for me. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, everybody. So that was the end of this video. I definitely hope that was helpful for you guys, and that you can take from that and probably save money. I'm hoping to save you money and you trying to get these things, especially the biggest thing would be the squeezy things. But I just hope I helped you on your journey, and I hope that we can continue to help each other. All my families out there who know somebody or love somebody that's on the spectrum, I hope to watch your tips, and maybe I can get some tips, you know, as your child is coming up. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel already. We are growing, we are glowing. And by the way, I'm thinking about making this like a series. So I'm trying to introduce Amias a little bit more as he gets more comfortable with his sensory and his feelings and his needs. I'm never going to record him when he's acting out. So like this video if you want to see more. Until next time, guys. Peace.